Hi guys, this is Bandiches back with a new video. Today we are going to have a look at a puzzle. In fact, it is going to be a study by none other than the very famous Hungarian-American Pal Benko. Actually, I saw this puzzle a couple of weeks ago on chessbase.com, published by the composer himself, among a few other compositions, and I thought it was a really cute one, and I thought that I would crack it, which I did, and after I cracked it, I thought it would be a good idea to share it with you guys on this YouTube channel. The position on the board is pretty much ready to go, so if you would like to solve it yourself, please pause here. In fact, no, don't pause yet, because that would be silly, because I'm just about to tell you that this study actually has a kick to it, because apart from the standard requirement, which is white remove when win, it has another question to it, which is that is this position legal? And when we hear this question at first, we might raise our eyebrows, but then we realize that black's last move must have been king g8 to h8, which means the black king was in check from the bishop. But then where did this bishop come from, so that it could give a check, because it looks like it could have only moved along the diagonal, already putting black king in check. And if you want to solve this issue as well as the puzzle itself, then pause now, because I'm going to solve both of the pose questions. So first and foremost, the position is actually legal, because before the king went to h8 from g8, white could have had a knight on f7 that gave a discovered check by jumping to h8, which then black took with the king. That's the easy issue. Now the harder one is whether this position can be won at all for white or not. Easy to see that the first move must be bishop g8. There is no other way to release the stalemate. So the question really occurs after king takes whether we can win or not. Black's plan is very simple. He just wants to come around here via f8, e7, f6, and then eat the pawn, or if you choose to decide, or if you choose to defend it with the knight, then the king will keep on hassling the knight, and if the knight goes away, then the king goes back to attack the pawn, and therefore achieving the draw. The way how it can be stopped is fairly simple. White can play knight c3, black plays king f8, knight d5, now king d7 is stopped, so black has to go on along the way. And this is where the trick comes, because even now if you play king c3, king d7, king here, king here, king here, king here, it's only a draw, because after knight e7, king back, we can't make progress. So the trick is that we need to go back quite a while back, and after actually playing king b2, allowing king d7, this is where we need to realize the very cute point of this study, that we have got this magnificent knight f6 check. The king can't, obviously the pawn can't take, because then the white pawn promotes, the king is out of the square, so the king has to come closer, but that seems like that's exactly what black wanted to achieve. However, now the white knight can go to h7, which is the only safe square from where it can cover, most importantly the f6 square, so that the king can't get close to the pawn. And after king f5, knight f8, now the king has to raise two moves in order to attack the knight, compared to the previous scenarios where the king was always one move away from hitting the white knight. So now if I go back, the king gets closer, and now I just go back to h7, guarding all the squares, and again black king has to take two moves to attack the pawn, and I can always use those two moves to get my king closer. And now eventually white is succeeding in denying the king and coming in. The game would end something like king d7, king f5, king here, and now the black king has to let its white color in, take the pawn, promote the queen, and an easy win. So that's how this puzzle is done. I think it was quite a cutie, and it was quite fun to solve it. I hope you guys enjoyed it too, and I will be back with more soon. Thanks for watching.